Am I? Okay, here we go. All right, welcome to Truth of 64-2. Let's see who's here. It's just Jonna so far, but I think someone else will show up at some point. And I want to let Jonna know real quick. So what's going to happen is once I end on YouTube, I will submit the link to StreamYard to you and whoever wants to. Not that you have to actually be on the screen, but just so that you can listen to me. So once I'm done on YouTube, I will send the StreamYard link to all of you. Then you can all, because I won't close the StreamYard, I'll just close it on YouTube so that the rest of you can hear me sing. That's how we are going to address that problem. But so, just so, and, and I know, and I'm just going to do it real quick just to show you because I always, and I know you believe me, but I like to put my the phrase "money where your mouth is." So I'm actually going to show you on my end. I got to log into my end first to see it because I have my moderator Jake account and then my account. I believe it was the surprise one. Here we go, manage videos. Because I like to actually show, because you know how these shills make up stories and they make it so believable and all that. So I'm actually going to go into my content and just because I'm the type of guy that, here we go. So there it is. I'm partially blocked. So everyone can now see that I'm not making this up. Although I don't believe anyone thought I was. Again, this is not about doing that. This is about just, I like to put my money where my mouth is. And if I say something's true, I want to prove it. It's more on it's more a me thing. But there it is. See, restrictions, copyright. So there you go. So like I said, what we'll do, because I saw it going from, I think Jonna is still here. So like I said, and I'll repeat it one more time, what we will do is after I close it on YouTube, I won't close it on StreamYard. That way you all can hear me sing through StreamYard because then I won't get copyright claimed. It's just that we won't, it's just live and that's it. Yep, I know you're here, Jonna. You're good. And I'm glad I made you and Rose a mod over here. Much appreciate you, both of you. You deserve I hate my Wi-Fi sometimes. We'll wait until we get a crowd, Jonna. We will wait. Right now, while we're in my scripted picks last week. So last week I got the 14 teaser correct. I took the Chiefs to cover. They ended up winning outright. Seattle to win. Baltimore to win by at least two. They won by 13, I believe. And the Bears won outright. And then my money lines, I took Seattle, Baltimore, Kansas City, and my loss was the Philadelphia Eagles losing to Dallas, which was a major rug pull. No surprise, they like to do that in Vegas. So I mean, I didn't think they were going to script that loss, but nonetheless, I'm not surprised they did it the way they did it. So going into this next week, usually I hate picking Thursday games, but I am going to challenge myself this week because it's Thanksgiving. Not only am I picking NFL, I'm going to pick some of the bigger scripted college games as well. So, and by the way, because the teasers work the same, you can combine college football and NFL in a teaser. So I may do a couple of those as well if I feel the need to. So Detroit -2.5 against the Packers. Usually, and now I'm going to look at the money as well, obviously. Usually, what I've noticed, and sometimes I like to go in that direction. Lately, the road team has been playing better. So Green Bay has been playing well in Detroit. Having said that, they also like to do this thing, and it's called last week, and it's called the team purposely doesn't play hard enough. They make themselves look weak so that against a good team, when everyone picks the good team, the team that looked like crap wins. So Detroit played the New York Giants. A lot of people thought they were going to blow out the Giants. I did not. I actually, and I didn't officially take it, but I would have taken the Giants getting the points if I were to play the game. And yeah, it went to overtime. And this is a script that they like to do, which is, the Lions don't look good. They haven't, quote unquote, looked good. They looked like crap against the Giants because this is a team that supposedly they should blow out. That way, everyone, and it looks like people with the spread are taking Green Bay, although people in the money line are taking Detroit. So what is that looking like? Ooh. I would not want to play this game. By the way, this is just a challenge to myself. I would not recommend picking this game, but I am going to take the game with you anyway. I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do here. I feel like it's going to be close either way because the spread's Green Bay +2.5, but a lot of people are taking Detroit in the money line. I'm going to say Green Bay possibly wins by 1. So I'm going to say Green Bay covers, and I'm going to take all the Thanksgiving games in a 3-team teaser. So Green Bay +11.5. I think this is a game where probably Green Bay wins by 1. That way the spread, or actually no, but Green Bay's +2.5. That's right, they're not favored. Crap. Oh, this game's tougher than I thought. Man, I would still probably take Green Bay +11.5, but I would not play this game at all. I would stay far away from it, in my opinion. Now the Chiefs play Dallas. Oh man, this is gonna be a cakewalk possibly for me. Everyone's taking Dallas in the spread. Everyone's doing it. I'm liking this because I was already going to take the Chiefs to win outright, but this may have just solidified it. It's not going to. They're not going to have the Chiefs. They're not going to have the Chiefs. Basically, people that are sheeple, that are fanboys. All right. Sorry about that. I'm still dealing with a cough. Um, If the Chiefs lose, your fanboys are going to think they're done because this is quote unquote in terms of the storyline and the script the weakest probably of all the teams they play left, which is definitely why I'm taking the Chiefs here. Not only in the teaser but to win outright. This is my most confident pick of the Thanksgiving games, and this 86% of the money going to Dallas in the spread says it all. Chiefs will cover that 3.5. But again, I'm taking a teaser. Now, again, I'm not going to actually officially play the Green Bay Detroit game. I'm going to put Kansas City in a 4-team teaser. So that means I would be getting 8.5. They would have to lose by 9. I don't see that happening. No. I mean, here's the thing. Even if Dallas was scripted to win, they're not blowing out the Chiefs. No, that ain't happening. They are not going to have the Chiefs look like crap against Dallas. They're not going to do it. So I like this pick. All right. And then the last Thanksgiving game is Bills Ravens. God, this just makes this pick a whole lot easier. This makes this pick so much easier for me. I'm taking the Ravens. I mean, I was not sure where I was going to go. But here's the thing that they like to do. They like to make the road team, especially if they have a worse record on Thursday night, and typically in general with the road team, they like to make them look like crap on Thursday night. And with the Bengals actually getting a majority of the money on the spread, makes me really like Baltimore even more than I already did. So I'm taking Baltimore, and I do think they cover that 7. So that's another confident pick as well. And I'll have it in my notes too. Um, so let's see. I like Kansas City. I'm thinking about official picks as well. So I'm going to do Kansas City plus what is it? Oh, it's 3.5 now. Yeah, 8.5. I'm going to play it with Baltimore because I feel pretty good about that. I'm going to play it with Baltimore. Okay, I feel great about the Friday game too. This is where I talk about patterns, and patterns matter. Philadelphia, and I call these traditionals. That is where, no matter what the record is, so for example, let's say the Bears were 8-3 and the Eagles were the traditional. And the Bears, no matter what their record is, no matter what anyone says, I'm taking the Eagles until proven otherwise. And the Bears getting the money, especially on the spread, and like I said, on a short week, they like to make the road team look terrible. That's typically what they do on Thursday night. And I've gotten burned a couple times taking the home team, the road team on Thursday night, which is why I'm never taking a Thursday game again, other than the Chiefs and this one and Baltimore. So Thanksgiving's a little different. I'm taking the Eagles. Like I said, until the Bears actually beat them, I'm just going to keep taking Philly because it's been a win. So, yeah, I'm going to go in that direction. Damn. Houston and Colts. The Colts are minus 4.5 against the Texans. With the script. And I could be wrong. This is just a prediction. and not a guarantee or anything. Either the Colts are going to dominate and win this division, or they're going to miss the playoffs entirely. They're not getting in as a wild card. I'm making that prediction right now. They're either going to finish first or they're going to finish in third behind the Texans in Jacksonville. They could, and they've done this with teams. If you've looked at the history of rug pulls, they've had teams start this well, 8-3, and have collapsed. It has happened. I can actually show you multiple examples. At all in any stretch of the imagination. So Denver in 2009, they started 6-0, they finished 8-8. All right, there we go. My Wi-Fi can suck sometimes, so just bear with me. Every once in a while it stinks. I know. But I want to show you examples of these teams. So, is there a way to just do it by team? So, Denver 2009. And I'm showing this to make a point. Like I said, we all believe on this channel that football is fake and phony, and all professional sports are. And the one golden rule, and Jake is correct, if you can bet on it, it's fixed. 2009 is what I want. So here's Denver in 2009. So they start, here we go, 4-0. Dallas ended up making the playoffs that year in 2009. Denver 4-0. New England, of course, with Brady, we know what they did every year. Denver 5-0. Denver 6-0. The Chargers, by the way, in this season did not lose another game in the regular season the rest of the way. And they ended up getting the second seed in the AFC. And I'm showing you this because loss. Oh, by the way, Pittsburgh in 2009, that was another team that fell apart. They only went 9-7, Pittsburgh. So that's another team that fell apart. Loss. They did win the Giants. Here's another one. They were 6-2 at the start of this season. They went 8-8. Denver, loss. So I show you this because if the Colts were to stumble and completely fall apart, this would not be the first time this has happened to a team. This would not be the first time they pulled off this rug pull on a team. It wouldn't be. So anyone who says, oh, there's no way that's going to happen, well, it's happened before. So don't count that out. Oh, wait. All righty. Oh. What is going on here? My bad. So I'm going to stay away from this game. I'm not picking this game. And again, I would not recommend betting. But if I were to, if the Texans win this game, I would really consider starting betting heavily against the Colts for the rest of the year. Staying away from this game. All right. Arizona, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is -3 against the Cardinals. Excuse me. I know. I know I'm doing it. I know I'm falling for this trap. I'm not going to put it in the same teaser either. That actually, no, not even that. I'm going to put it in my confident one. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely taking the Rams here. They do not want to see Carolina make the playoffs, which is part of also why I'm taking Tampa, because I don't see them having Carolina making the playoffs. I just don't see it. But I want to just look at the money line. I mean, the Rams have a lot on the money line. They, I wouldn't be shocked if they have the Rams do something really big this year. Maybe get into the championship game, maybe the Super Bowl. I think they want the Rams pumped up for something. I think there's something cooking with the Stafford, have them crumble. Out Niners, Cleveland. Um, no doubt. Niners minus 4.5 against Cleveland. Um, Niners heavily favored in the money line. Spreads more even, but even that, the Niners have a majority favored, 53-47. This is one of those odd games. Cleveland, people, you know what the script's going to be? And people forget about this, and they forgot about it with the Bills Texans. Sometimes they have storylines that people forget, and those storylines actually come true. And I think this is an instance of that. I think the storyline of Cleveland having a good defense, and again, that's all fake and phony. But everyone picked the Bills last week to beat the Texans, and the storyline of Texans defense and the Bills not playing well against good defenses, no one talked about that. And that's exactly how that game played out Thursday night. And I think that's how this game is going to be scripted out. And I wouldn't be shocked if Cleveland wins outright. Yeah, I'm saying it. I wouldn't be shocked if Cleveland wins outright. I think this is a total trap. Everyone's going to bet the Niners. Everyone's going to bet heavy on the Niners. I would take Cleveland getting the points. I definitely would do that. And I wouldn't rule out picking Cleveland to win outright. I think they could totally. And Cleveland has a history of playing well against the Niners. So I would keep that in mind as well. I think Cleveland may win this game. Usually I'm taking Seattle for sure. Usually a spread like that. Usually when people are taking Minnesota heavy like that, yeah, okay, yeah, that I think that everyone's gonna want to take, yeah, yeah, Seattle's gonna win. I'm also gonna say this: they're not gonna write off the Bills. Have the Steelers 9-8, and so I just feel like that's what's gonna happen here. I do. We'll see if it actually happens, but that's my prediction for that game. Oh God. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. First of all, I'm going to take the Rams again because I feel really good about that game, and the Chiefs again. I think that's who I'm going to take again. Okay, I got to take these next two. I think this is a bone in the public. I think they have to have the Chargers win. I know they're favored. I know they have the majority of the money on them. I'm still taking them. And okay, I was going to take the Giants because they always have them play close games against New England. But guess what? Everyone's betting that way. Everyone's betting that way. Everyone is taking the Giants on Monday Night Football. Money line's different, but the spread, everybody's jumping on the Giants. Which is why, because the reasons why I would have thought as a fanboy. I would have said the Giants always play New England well. and everyone's betting the Giants. So guess what? I'm going to say New England absolutely dismantles the Giants. They win and they win big. Yeah, because everyone's thinking about all those Super Bowls that Brady lost to Eli Manning. Everyone's thinking that. I mean, look at it. The Giants, New England will stuff them Monday night. And I actually, when I made my predictions in the beginning of the year, thought this would be the one and only win for the Giants. But after seeing this money on the Giants, there's no way I'm taking them here. None. I will gladly take New England here. Not even close. Alrighty. Yeah, exactly. The Rams gonna blow them out. They are going to blow Carolina out. They there is what, and I know they could maybe get money if Carolina wins. What is there? What script is there for Carolina? What can they build on with Carolina in terms of getting money? They can't do it. With the Rams, they have everything. And if they needed to do a rug pull against them in the playoffs, they could. Yeah, they're definitely having the Rams make the playoffs. Again, it's not about the storyline. This is more about Eagles always beating the Bears for me. They always beat the Bears no matter what the circumstances. So that's why I'm taking Philly here. And to wrap it up, I'm going to have my money lines. And we're going to see how I do in those. So I'm going to take. I'm not going to say Baltimore on the money line. I'm not confident enough to go that far. Kansas City. I'm going to take Philly. The Rams. Sorry about that. John, are you still there? I know my Wi-Fi just went off again. I want to make sure you're still there before I continue. But I'm going to post my official picks on my. Yep, thank you, Jonna. Alrighty, guess what, Jonna? Okay, like they do it. Like some people are stupid enough to say, "Oh, I lost because of you." No, warning: do not bet. It's not recommended. I even every so I have a lot of picks this week, and you know what? It's Thanksgiving. It's the holidays. You know how holidays are crazy. Guess what? I am going to do something crazy. Are you ready for this? I'm taking Cleveland outright to beat the Niners. Oh yeah, I said it. I think Cleveland will be scripted to win outright. I think the storyline of Cleveland's defense is going to be what gets them the win. Oh no, I said it. Cleveland wins outright. I think the script, you usually have their way against the Niners, and the Niners, the storyline has been their defense hasn't been great. Cleveland's problem has in the storyline this year has been their offense. This sets up, and no one's talking about that. And the fact that no one's talking about that sets the script up perfectly for Cleveland to win. Oh, yeah, I'm doing it. Risky pick, I'm taking them. We'll see how it goes. There it is on my official website. I took Cleveland to win outright. Outright. Yeah. No, and listen, it's all fake and phony, but sometimes these storylines about better defenses, when they're not talked about, you jump on it. You jump on it. When they don't, what they're not talking about is that Niners, when they're struggling on offense, don't win. They are not talking about Cleveland's defense. And yes, we know it's all fake and it's all a storyline, but when they don't talk about, especially in this game, that's when that storyline really comes to life. And that's why I'm taking Cleveland to win outright. Oh, yeah, I said it. Cleveland wins. Yep. Yep. They're not talking about that. They're not talking about how good Cleveland, that storyline. And that's when the storyline comes the most to life. And people are betting heavy on the Niners, too. So that just makes it, my prediction even more confident. And again, it's fake, but that's when Cleveland's defense has been their best. And they're not talking about it at all, which makes me think it's definitely going to show up this week. Yeah, biggest rug pull of the week. Why not? And Jonna, think about it. Rams, they have to have them win. That's a bone to the public. Seattle winning, bone to the public. Chargers winning, bone to the public. Buffalo, bone to the public. Tampa Bay, bone to the public. Because they have to have these teams for storylines. This is the perfect game for them to do a rug pull. Cleveland, perfect. And like I said, the New England game as well, but everyone picking the Giants. That to me, New England's going to blow them out if that stands. So, yep, I'm doing it. All right. I'm actually not going to pick college games. I don't need to pick them. I may start doing that once the conference championships start. I will start doing it then, but I'm going to wait till that starts up. All right. All righty. Let's see what we've got here for the rest of the show. I am. I did want to inform. There is a slight chance I may be doing one tomorrow as well, a stream. I can't promise it. There's a slight chance I may be doing one tomorrow, but I will be out at dinner. So, Jonna, when I'm gonna chat, but the audio obviously is gonna be on mute while Jake's on it. Obviously, but I will be in chat unless if I'm eating. Obviously, if I'm eating, I'm not gonna be on chat. But while I'm waiting around for my food and stuff, I will see everyone's comments. So I will still be there tomorrow, but I won't be able to hear anything until I get home. And then if there's nothing going on, I may come back tomorrow. If there is, then that's why we're doing it tonight. So there, thank you very much, Jonna. And I did want to let you know my apologies for not being able to fully be there tomorrow for Jake. But like I said, I will still be in the chat. So hopefully, and hopefully if I get home early enough and there's nothing going on, then I'll have it full blast. But in my headphones like I normally do. But again, me and tomorrow is going to depend on what's going on. Obviously, if there's stuff going on tomorrow, I won't be on here. If it's quiet and they decide to do a girl thing or something like that, I will be back here tomorrow. But no promises. No promises for tomorrow night. I just wanted to make that clear. And thank you very much. And like I said, I'll try to be there. You're right. Thank you very much, Jonna. Yes, I am, and you're an excellent one too. You and Rose. But I felt like there was something last time that I wanted to show that I didn't get to. What was that? What was that thing? So you're welcome. Thank you for being here, Jonna. Hopefully, more people show up. Right now, you're the only one, but honestly, I don't care as long as I have just one. I don't really care. It's about the content and it's about having fun and being with people that you like. And I like, hanging out with you, Jonna. So that's what it's about. It doesn't matter if there's one people or 1,000. It doesn't matter. I only need one. I mean, of course, I hope more people show up, but one is all that matters. And John understands that very perfectly. My headphones, I don't know what's going on with them. Oh. Actually, no, I don't. I don't think I've ever seen you. I have never seen you, Jonna, actually. You've had different pictures on your account, but I don't know which picture of you was the actual you. So no, I do not. I don't think I've ever seen you before. I've just talked to you. Oh, is that actually you? Is that actually you, Jonna? And it was a nice looking picture too, by the way. It's a very classy looking picture too. So, oh, okay. I was gonna say, hey, if that's you, that was very good looking, very classy. It was a really good picture though. But let's see. So, and I know you are sisters. I know that's a fact, and you're not gonna fool me with that. I know you two are definitely sisters in real life. So let's see what else we've got. Hey John, I guess what they've been doing lately. Yeah, seriously, guess what they've been doing lately on the news. Um, so always like to browse around for the fake phony news, and now Cuomo show, this Vargas show on News Nation, and a lot of other shows, and now Rogan. Oh yeah, Joe Rogan interviewed Dan Farah. They are pushing this UFO lie like crazy, and he was on Joe Rogan literally the other day. You know, the director, the Dan Farah guy that we saw on Fox News, fake phony Fox News.
That's the truth serum.
There he is. There he is on Rogan's show. They are pushing this lie. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be shocked if they really do this lockdown or one world government or both in the next 5 years. I wouldn't be shocked at all. They are pushing this thing so hard. It is now everywhere. Everywhere. Now, here's the good part is that people, and I've been starting on, the Truther6242 handle. I put one on X and on Truth Social as well. And people, thankfully, are agreeing with our position. Some of them, at least, that it is fake and phony. So that has been good. But there are people, sheeple, that are dumb enough to believe this. Unfortunately. And unfortunately, one of them that believes in the ETs and all that, my parents. And I have not told them what I really believe because I know it will cause an all out fight. But what am I supposed to do? So they don't even know anything about me knowing Jake or that I think sports are rigged or any of it. They don't know any of it. And I plan to keep it that way for as long as possible. I mean, obviously, if the lockdowns happened, then I would go on a full out rant. But they're older, and for how long? Like I said, they're both over 60. So I just want to have them have a happy life, and that's what matters to me. That doesn't obviously mean I'm going to, turn, but yeah, it's very hard. Me being honest with everybody, but then having to keep it from my parents and my family. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, and I'm glad. But yeah, there's Dan Farah on Rogan. The Age of Disclosure. That's the stupid doc name of it, and it's on Amazon Prime Video and in select theaters. Look at how many views. Over 1 million views. Let's see what the comments are saying. I hope. Oh yeah, and look what I did, Jonna. Look what I did. There are no ETs, and I put the link to Jake's stream. I'm hoping people actually see it. That would be great. And I started it right when he starts bashing Dan Farah. Let's see what some of these comments are saying. If they're talking about Bob Nodell, he's a freaking monster who I'm hoping they're not talking about that freak. Bob Nodell is horrible. That's Globusters, dude. God. Oh, good. Yeah, they are. The government officials in that film are full of. Let's see. But, oh my god. Here's a stupid comment. Aliens just need to come out and do some interviews already. Duh. Unbelievable. There we go. That's what I'm doing, laughing at this stupid comment. What a dumb God. Hey, I like this one. I like this guy's comment. No, all talk, no evidence. And the evidence they do use is Atari video game like quality. So who cares? And one of the games, you can literally, they literally take the Atari video game, change the colors, and put it white with black characters. Literally. That's what they're doing. That's how obvious it is. Unbelievable. That's hilarious. I like that guy's comment. It is all AI and CGI. No, but there is no aliens, so they're never going to come. Again, and I'm going to say this, the only way that this all could happen is if the government manufactures and builds it. That's the only way this is ever happening. There are no real aliens. Not real. It's just stupid. He isn't good. He's fake as hell. Oh my god. Hey, Dan Farah, if they're talking about Dan Farah, this is fantastic. Dan Farah is the reason. I mean, it was fake anyway, but now it's just extra fake. I thought today we would just read these stupid comments. Yeah, it's not just Rogan. I feel like it's all of mainstream is banning comments. It's starting to turn out that way. Hey, good. If it's so important, why do we need to pay $25 to buy it on Amazon Prime? Hey, this guy's calling him out. Okay, what's this talk about Bob Laser? Oh God. Okay, he's an actor on the world stage. That's all I needed to see. They're talking about how he admitted aliens in the '60s. Okay, yeah. Oh, hey, look, someone actually put a timeline of everything. So if you want to see anything stupid on the show, there you go. Mainly, this is mainly for Jake. If he wants to make fun of the show, he can, and there's all the timelines for everything. So if you want to, you can send that to Jake. You don't have to. I'm just showing it. So if you want to, the whole thing's stupid. Spill the beans. Oh my god, it's not real. Hey, exactly. They want to make everyone pay for it. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. And this guy's just a whatever. He's a shill. He's a sheeple. Yeah, it is stupid. Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Exactly. If you want the world to be informed on this, then the rental fee shouldn't exist. Yes. That's another thing. That proves it's fake. Yeah, Rose Jana, sorry, Jana agrees. The whole thing is fake. All right. I will be right back. I'm gonna play a quick video from Drake. My parents are going to bed, so I'm gonna say night to them. I don't know if you ever saw this, but Jake and this guy had it coming to him. Jake debunked that other man named John. I don't know if you ever saw it, but you're gonna see it now. Okay, where is it? You're gonna see it now. You're gonna see it now. It's pretty funny. I find it to be hilarious. I find it to be hilarious personally. Okay, now where the hell is it? Oh, here we go. There it is. Yep. Haha. Found it.
What's up, guys? This is John with National Sports Entertainment, and I want to make an absurd claim. The gambling gods smited us, and I went into this before. They don't. They frown upon copycats and exploits, and it's from what I hear. We can thank Jake the copycat because he was loving the Chiefs, and then we put out a couple videos going into the Niners, and then he swapped up and went with the Niners and joined us, and not exactly a great alliance. So I think that's what really hurt us, just if looking at it from a gambling god point of view. So John makes the claim that there's a such thing as gambling gods. Is there any proof of gambling gods? I guess you just have to take John's word for it that there is indeed gambling gods. Not just one gambling god, but multiple gambling gods. Gee, John, tell us exactly how many gambling gods there are. I've heard you pluralize God when it comes to gambling. So tell us, John, since you're the gambling gods expert, how many gambling gods are there exactly? What are their names? Is there a gambling god in charge of each aspect of gambling, like a slot machine god and a poker god and a fake phony football betting god? Tell me, John, about your gods. The gambling gods smited us, and I went into this before. They frown upon copycats. So John knows that there are multiple gambling gods and that they frown upon copycats. John has a relationship with the gambling gods. And exploits, and it's from what I hear, we can thank Jake the copycat because he was loving the Chiefs, and then we put out a couple videos going into the Niners, and then he swapped up and went with the Niners. And that's not true, John. There's only two teams to take, and I picked the Niners because I thought that there was more money on the Chiefs. So I had my own reasons, John, that were different from yours. And I would like to point out I had Chiefs and Niners in the Super Bowl before you, and then you claimed that I copied your pick. So when I proved that my pick video came out before yours, you changed to picking the Lions. And the Lions lost. So the gambling gods smited you on. Explain why the gambling gods had you lose when you switched your pick from the Niners, Lions. Why did the gambling gods do that to you and reward me? That doesn't seem to make any sense. These gambling gods don't really like you if you can make a pick and then I can make the same pick and then they make you lose because the gods are mad at me. So if the gods are mad at me and they're going to punish John, man, you really should not have a good opinion of these gambling gods. They don't treat you very well, John. You might think of finding a new gambling religion. Me, for instance, I don't believe in gambling gods because I think that that's ridiculous. Furthermore, I would like to point out to anyone who watches John that you're watching a guy who believes in gambling gods and who blames other men for making the same pick as to why he loses. So John's claiming that he lost his pick because I made the same pick and the gambling gods smited me, therefore him. Joined us, and not exactly a great alliance, so I think that's what really hurt us, just if looking at it from a gambling god point of view. I mean, literally, he's blaming me for picking the 49ers, and then the gambling gods, he says, smited me, and then therefore he loses too. Yeah, that's a bad relationship you have with the gambling gods, John. I would recommend you find a different gambling religion. So, again, anyone who watches John, you're watching a
Yep. Uh-oh. Did Jonna? Maybe Jonna left. That is what John from National Sports Entertainment wanted to do. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, maybe this is where I'll end it then. Jonna, if you're still there, let me know. I'm going to get ready to end this thing. Thank you for being here, though. And we'll maybe do it tomorrow again. Until then, take care.